Say this all the time. Discipline is the great equalizer, and it doesn't matter how much natural ability somebody has. If you're not disciplined, if you're not willing to work, and do what you need to do, it doesn't matter. Somebody else is going to get it. That's just, that's just what it is. I mean, somebody can have, you can have more natural ability than somebody else, but if they outwork you, hey, they got the gig. It's just, that's facts. That's just life. And you have the discipline thing working for you. Don't lose that. Keep doing that. Keep working that way. But just try to incorporate some. I'm not trying to tell you to be reckless. There's a difference between taking a risk. There's a difference between spontaneity and recklessness, right? Spontaneity requires a structure. I know that sounds crazy. Pastor friend of mine used to always say, you have to prepare for spontaneity. It's totally true. It's not intuitively obvious, but it's totally true. Evidence of this in music is how effortless you may feel in F major versus maybe how not as effortless you feel in F sharp major. If I say, hey, let me hear your be spontaneous, come up with some ideas. We're in F major. Here we go. Okay, now let's be spontaneous. Give me good stuff. Here's F sharp major, or let's do it in B major instead. B major, See, that's evidence that the spontaneity requires a structure. It requires a structure. I mean, you don't even know if something is, is fresh or inventive or new or whatever, as far as a creation due to spontaneity, unless you have an understanding of the form that's being manipulated. You don't, right? So spontaneity requires a structure. Recklessness does not. Recklessness, I don't care what the structure is. I just jump off the mountain, whatever. I'm just going to close my eyes and just start running, hope for the best. That's reckless. It doesn't require any adherence to any rules. It just requires the willingness to, take a ridiculous chance. That's a. So when I say take a risk, I'm only suggesting to take a risk since you understand what it is that you're doing anyway. So if I'm playing on a blues or something, it's like, okay, let me try to get outside of what I'm normally thinking. Let me try to do something different. Okay, I know the form, I understand what's going on, but let me intentionally choose some notes or do some things that I wouldn't do, or that might seem like there might not be the best thing to do, and see if I can make something out of that. See if I can find the music in that. Miles Davis famously said, it's not any note any note can be excused. You know, it's not the current note that you're playing; it's where you're going. It's the next note. That's not a direct quote, but that was the implication of what he was saying. You know, um, the mistake is in the reaction to the note played. You know, oh, no, it was a mistake then. You know, right. To the next note, since you know, hey, that note is no more than a half step or a whole step away from where I really want to be. Okay, let me just move to that other note. See, that's now that note just sounds like maybe a clever choice.